What's going on, everybody? Triple Crown 24 back today with a mixed bag video. I've got a lot of different stuff to talk about. I'm going to be showing off my PSA submission preparation to show you what I'm going to be submitting, and then talk about some show inventory I've acquired and some mail from some fellow YouTubers. So let's go ahead and get into it. Where do I want to start is the question. Let me show you what I picked up for my birthday. It's not going to be too overwhelming here, but these are pretty nice cards. So went to the card shop on Wednesday, got some stuff for myself, including these two Miggies to add to the collection. It's a little birthday gift for me. I've got some more stuff coming too, but that's for my business, and I'll have to talk about it in a separate video. Here's a card from B-Roth6 that he sent to me. This was actually opened at his LCS when the new high tech came out. It's the green Miggy to 150. Really like high tech as a player collector. It's a lot of fun to get the different parallels, so that's awesome. 1,819 cards is my count. We'll be climbing pretty soon once I get my COMC order in, which is around 50 cards right now. And then I'll probably be making another big COMC order right around the time of Black Friday, because that will be when sellers do their biggest sales of the year. So you can definitely bet that I will be jumping on that to make sure I can get some Miggies for really cheap. And then that will put me probably right around the 2,000 mark is what I'm going to estimate. Then I also got in a little care package. It's a Christmas gift from Caleb's Cards. Very generous member of this community, so he wrote me this very nice card out, so I really appreciate him doing that. I've got something for him as well. I just need to get the proper packaging for it when I go to the post office in a little bit here. But he sent me some Tigers cards as well as a pack of 89 Fleer, which was very kind of him. But these are really sweet here. These are going to go into my Detroit team photograph binder. I don't have a good name for it, as you can tell. So this is, we've got a couple of Red Wings here, and then, which I have neglected adding to my Red Wings PC for so long. I don't really do cards with them, but I do photographs and that kind of stuff, so it was nice to get something new for that. And then this sweet Dalton Jones blown up 71 card. I always liked his signature. I like how it matches his signature that I had with Topps, because sometimes you can see that the players' Topps contract signatures greatly differ from what they actually produce when they sign something. So Caleb, thank you so much for the Christmas gift, and it's greatly appreciated. And Christmas came early from Indiana because I got these from Zombie Collector. This is a nice stack of cards he tossed in of some Bengals and Reds players. I gotta go through these in a little bit more detail at some point, but these are kind of for show inventory, so that was very kind of him to do that for me. And what was even better is that he actually went around scouting out some cards for me at the card show that he went to. He has a recap up on his channel, so I will defer you to that if you want to see what he picked up. But he got these for me for my show inventory, and it was two separate purchases from the same dealer. This first one was football, so I'll show you what I got. I just really appreciate Jason taking the time to kind of scout out some of these cards for me and take the pictures and negotiate with the dealers. First one up here is a Kenny Galladay. This is the true RPA, I believe, from last year's National Treasures. I know that the P part of that is a little bit underwhelming. It's just a one-color jersey swatch, but it's numbered to 99. Give them a break. So that was pretty sweet. Obviously, NT patch autos always will hold value over time. You got this Galladay from Certified with the Kenny G signature. He has become quite the receiver for the Lions. Unfortunately, they are cursed to mediocrity for all of eternity, so nothing will ever come of his career unless he leaves Detroit. Sorry to all my fellow Lions fans out there. I'm just kind of butthurt about this season. Moving on, I've got this Nick Chubb Browns card here. Contenders Optic. This is a guy who is pretty hot right now, and I was able to get a really good package deal for those combined. And these are all players who are popular in the areas where I set up at. Browns and Lions, pretty popular teams in Michigan and Ohio, so decided that I could definitely move these for at least what they were marked at, and I did not pay what they were marked at, so that's good. And this one, you guys want to tip your caps to Zombie Collector, because he actually saved me $20 on this deal. So these were priced at, I believe, $80 for the pair. This one is a Jonathan India autograph from 2018 Bowman Draft. It's an insert auto, so these typically don't have as much value as like the Bowman First autographs do. For continuity's sake, and just insert autos in general don't usually do as well. It's numbered to 250. It's a refractor. Really nice looking card and a nice signature on it too. Indy is a popular player around these parts, so that was nice. This is a card that's not so much for show inventory. I plan to move it on the Tigers Facebook group I'm in, just because there is a lot of people right now shopping for our Secret Santa in the group, so they're trying to get some gifts, and I'm pretty sure I can move this with a couple of Manning autographs that I already have that are not in my showcase, so I will probably move this ahead of time to offset the cost of paying for my table for my next show. But I was going to offer 60 on these two cards and really hope that the dealer would go for it. And Zombie Collector actually asked, what's the lowest you'll go? Now, I never ask this question when I go to shows. Sometimes I'll ask, like, what can you do on these? Just, it depends on how the interaction goes, but I don't usually ask, what's your lowest price? It's just, I usually have a number in mind, so I feel more confident if I just say my number, and then they'll either take it or they don't. So Zombie Collector asks that, and this guy says 40, and I was going to offer him 60, so I'm very glad that he did that, because otherwise I would have been paying 20 bucks more for this. I definitely know I can get 40 for this card alone, so this one would be gravy, as he likes to say. So yeah, that worked out very well. So thank you again, Jason. That was awesome. All right, one more thing before I get into my PSA submission. This kind of ties into it. I did open up 8 packs of the 2018 Update Fat Packs. I found them at Big Lots. I tried to sell them, but I couldn't get enough interest, so I pulled it down from the Facebook group that I tried to sell them in, and decided that I would just go for it and hopefully find something good. These packs turned out incredibly well. You'll see what I mean here in a minute, but it is, I would have been happy with just this stack alone. So I got 2 short prints, George Brett and Wade Boggs. I did get 1 Glaber rookie. I don't think it's in good enough shape to grade, so probably just kind of hold that for now. Got a Lindor parallel numbered to 50 of International Affair. This is the gold parallel. Those are, I believe, the lowest numbered parallel you can get on those. There might be a 1 of 1, I'm not sure. These came in the same pack, Juan Soto Legends in the Making, the base and the blue. And Acuna, that came out of my first pack, 83. And believe it or not, a printing plate. So this is pretty sweet. Neil Walker, not the best printing plate you could possibly pull, but it's always fun to pull one of these. This is only the 2nd time that I've ever pulled a printing plate out of a flagship type of product. You guys will never guess who the first player was. But, like I said, I would have been happy with just that. And luckily for me, that was not all I pulled. Got these 2 bad boys in there, one of each of the guys you're looking for, and these cards are in really good shape. So I will be sending these off to PSA in my next submission, along with some of these cards that you'll see here. So here's what we're looking at. Not all of these will go in this submission because some of them are above the value threshold that I believe PSA will accept on the basic submission, so they'll have to wait. But I did get this Pete Alonso rookie from a Series 2 box not too long ago that I'm going to go ahead and submit. These ones I'm going to probably hold until the start of the season, or at least if they get off to a hot start in spring training. But it's a Bowman first of Tatis and Bichette, and I picked up Sunday at the show that I went to. You guys didn't get to see those because I didn't do a recap for Sunday. This one, I feel like you guys saw this one in the video. It's a Eloy Jimenez Chrome, same thing with the last 2, probably hold till the start of the season. This one I'm hoping to get back in time for NFL awards because I really think that this guy is on the fast track to win MVP. I really think he deserves it as well. Lamar Jackson, red, white, and blue. A little bit off-centered, so I'm guessing this will probably come back in 9, but I've been surprised before. This is just a random card. It's a Black Luster Soldier. Again, this video is not for kids, just want to say that. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and a lot of these late 90s, early 2000s gaming cards, if you find the right ones and you get them graded, a lot of times they can be worth big money. This has a pretty low pop and a 10. I believe there's only like 8 to 10 PSA 10s out there. I want to say there's 8. And just the nostalgia of it, if you get some of the classic cards, they really command a premium for people who are doing set registries or for people who just enjoy the nostalgia. So fingers crossed for a 10 on that one. A little bit of a centering issue. Would gladly take a 9 if that was the case. These two right here, I was considering doing BGS for, but the BGS prices are just too expensive for my taste right now. I don't remember them being as crazy as they were. So I'm just going to go with PSA, but 2 Nick Senzel autographs. They did come directly from Topps, which does ease my concern that maybe I'm missing something on them. Now, just because you get something directly from a company doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be an instant 10 or an instant black label if you send it to BGS, but it does usually bode well in your favor. Don't get me wrong, I've seen some pretty beat up cards come back, but those are kind of few and far in between. And I looked them over as I would anything else, and they were fine. So Anthony Rendon, Topps update to go along here. This is a card I was going to ask you guys about, so it's going to be one that I saved for a future submission. It's a Peyton Manning Gold Label Class 2 rookie. This is one that I will hold until he gets into the Hall of Fame, regardless of when it comes back. But it's got like a few minor print lines on it. I'm thinking that it will still be at 9, which is what I'm aiming for here, unless they completely miss those and it comes back at 10. But being realistic with it, at 9 is what I'm hoping for. Everything else is fine with the card, so I'm just wondering what you guys think. Are print lines something that's going to knock me down a little bit more, or do you think that it'll be okay? They're very minor. You kind of just have to hold it at the right angle to see it, but it's not a scratch. It's a print line from when the card was manufactured. So let me know what you think on that. And then this one will wait as well. I know that there's a lot of people telling me I should get this slabbed as soon as possible. I got to wait for a submission to build up where I'm going to be sending in enough cards to make it worth it. But this is the LeBron. I was strongly considering BGS, but I'm very nitpicky about this card, and the corners are a little bit worrisome. This one right here and this one right here, this edge right here. So I've gone from thinking that this was a 10 all the way to might actually be looking at an 8, hopefully a 9, but this is a card that I'm going to hold long term as well. I don't see any reason to move it now. This is not the time to sell on LeBron, in my opinion. So yeah, 2 future Hall of Famers there. That will be some pretty long-term holds. But that'll wrap it up for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be back at some point with some type of video. Don't know what it will be, but no card show recap this weekend because I will not be going to one, but I have a big show to do on Thanksgiving weekend, so looking forward to sharing that with all of you. All right, guys, see you next time. Peace.